meteorologist Michael Armstrong with me now. Michael, going into the fall severe weather season, we thought we'd do a little myth busting.
Right, Damon, even some longtime Okies believe some wild things. One of the world's tornado experts gives us a reality check.
How good at they are identifying hatched areas.
Dr. Harold Brooks is a senior scientist with the National Severe Storms Laboratory. He's one of the world's leading experts on tornadoes, and he's pretty much heard it all.
There are a number of people that I run into in Norman that think that somehow the bend of the river of the Canadian southwest of Norman protects the city. And I remind them that if you look at a map, it was basically the exact same kind of a bend. The next bend up the river is where the May 3rd tornado crossed the river.
Large tornado now approaching.
That May 3rd tornado was the first of 3 violent storms to impact Moore since 1999. The landscape of Moore hasn't changed, so why do so many people believe it's a tornado magnet?
If you look at the whole record, you don't see that Moore is particularly special in any way for tornadoes.
So it goes both ways. There's no evidence that suggests something funnels tornadoes into Moore. History shows that tornadoes have crossed rivers here and elsewhere, causing catastrophic damage.
The single most damaging tornado in U.S. history is the 1896 tornado in St. Louis, which crossed the Mississippi River right where the arch is now. And if the Mississippi River doesn't have an impact on tornadoes, it's hard to believe that the Canadian River or any of the other rivers in Oklahoma are going to have any kind of an impact.
But you know what? It's not just rivers that have proven ineffective against tornadoes.
The most famous myth of all time, as far as I know, was that Burnett's Mound on the southwest side of Topeka, Kansas, protected Topeka. And on June the 8th, 1966, an F5 tornado began on Burnett's Mound and came right through the middle of Topeka, through downtown Topeka, damaging even the state capitol. And Topeka no longer has a myth.
Our scientific understanding of storm behavior has come a long way. Experience has proven time and time again that nowhere is immune from a tornado. This map looks crazy, but shows tornado tracks across the OKC Metro from 1880 to 2013. Time and time again, tornadoes have had no problem crossing any rivers.